Nolan Wells case cover up will go down in Mississippi's history. The information that I just found out about Bart Edmiston's family and Governor Tate Reeves is going to blow your mind. Let's talk about it. Nolan Wells' case cover up has been so interesting until Governor Tate Reeves had to come out and interject his opinion on how he feels that outsiders were coming in and separating their community. Well, now we know why Governor Tate Reeves came out because his ties to the Edmiston's family. Yeah, that's right. His ties. And thank you to Willie D over there on YouTube for this discovery. It seems as though Governor Tate Reeves appointed Bart Edmiston's mother to the Mississippi Board of Health. Yeah. How close are they? How close of friends are they? And does this compromise this murder investigation? I think so, in my opinion. But take a look at this clip.
This is Nolan Wells. This guy has pretty much captured the hearts of millions of people all over the world after he disappeared and then turned up dead on July 6th after hanging out with his buddies, his so-called friends, right? Who is this guy right here? This is the guy, one of his friends who lawyered up to get the dogs off, make sure the dogs stay off of him. And this is Bart Edmiston, right? Bart is an aspiring NFL football player. He plays now for Wyoming. He's a punter, right? And he is the subject of the CETO emergency phone call that when the boat was sinking, Wyatt Pyron made the phone call, and you hear somebody saying, "Damn it, Bart." This is the Bart they're talking about. "Damn it, Bart." This is who, well, they allegedly were talking about this guy right here, right? This guy purports to be a friend of Nolan's, right? Now, this guy right here has a very well-to-do and distinguished father who is a doctor. His name is Bart Edmiston Sr., right? He is seen right here in this photo enhancement. See, I went in and did my own enhancement. See, there's a photo of them online, and it ain't quite as clear as this one right here is. I wanted to make things crystal clear for y'all so that we can see that these people in this photo is who is being reported that they are, right? So let's focus on the three people in the middle. The guy directly in the middle is Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves. To the right of him is Bart Edmiston Sr. To the left of the governor is Bart's wife, Elizabeth. Let's stop right there. Elizabeth. Now, why are we talking about Elizabeth Edmiston? You know, what does she have to do with all of this? Well, Elizabeth, turns out, was appointed to the Mississippi Board of Health by guess who? Ding, 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 ding. You guessed it. Governor Tate Reeves. Now, come on, family. Y'all know how this go. If Elizabeth was appointed by Governor Tate Reeves and her husband is Bart Edmiston, and they have a son who is the subject of a murder investigation. Could that possibly compromise the government's stance or the governor's stance in this investigation? Could he possibly want to kind of look after his friends? Remember, y'all, this ain't just some picture. This looks like some type of picture where they're on a vacation. This is not just some picture at a hotel or a restaurant or a football game. This looks like some type of vacation picture. Or maybe they're just hanging out, doing what rich folks do, hanging out for lunch. In any event, it does not look good. It does not look good at all. Remember, fam, again, this guy, the governor, the guy in the middle, who was also part of a fraternity that wore blackface and dressed up as Confederates, he is the same guy who appointed Elizabeth to his right, on his right, our left, in the green dress, to the Mississippi Board of Health. Could he possibly want to make sure that he kind of look after his friends? Well, let's bring my good friend in, Paul. I'll say Paul. Let me bring my good friend in, Jack Paul Mary. Jack, come on, man. Help us explain this, man. Like, what the hell is going on here, bro? Like, we got a governor who comes out immediately during a murder investigation and says, we see no foul play. Some people thought that was suspicious, but it turns out that the governor is actually friends with one of the persons who is suspected of being involved, parents. What does a personal connection, or when does a personal connection become a legal conflict, in your opinion?
Right here, right now, we have all the makings of a cover-up.
Boom. Now that, you know what? Now, we are making progress, because I stood there the whole time and I said, this is what it is. But you were reluctant to say that. You were extremely reluctant to say that. And I'm going to tell you, man, for you to come around and hear that evidence, to see how things are stacking up, for you to actually change your position. Most people will not change their position. They'll stand on that hill. They don't give a damn what evidence is presented. They're going to stand on that hill. For you to hear this new findings and to be able to say, they're in trouble, it says a lot about your character.
Thank you. I've always tried to call balls and strikes, right? I've always tried to be objective from a legal standpoint. I always say that again and again, right? This is a problem. This is a problem out the gate. You are on the money. Okay. The fact of the matter is, too many politicians, too many elected officials are tied way too close to too many potential, if not outright, suspects. That's what you have here. That's as clear as day. Now, what that means, people are going to have different opinions, but the conflict is glaring. This is problematic on a lot of levels for the state, for the county, for these individuals. And the longer they stay voluntarily tied to this investigation, the worse it is for them, because they are held to a greater public scrutiny. They are held to higher burdens that we can really dive into their pasts. They're not doing anybody any favors by staying attached to this case now.
Phone records, text messages between the governor and the Bart Edmiston Sr. or his wife. Could those records be subpoenaed now?
Yes. How about emails? How about donations? How about attendance at events? How about what do you do in your personal life? We don't need to know the details day to day, but how deep does the personal relationship go? How long has it been there? When did certain elected officials become involved in this particular case?
Now we know why Governor Tate Reeves interjected his opinion without knowing anything about the case. Because once again, they have proved what they would like to say the internet investigators was correct. The cover up in Nolan Wells' case is overwhelming, which proves why Governor Tate Reeves interjected his opinion regarding the case without even knowing anything about the case, which he stated himself. It is because of his relationship with the Edmiston's family. How many more are out there that is socially involved with these families? How many more out there are willing to risk their livelihood to help cover this case up? They never ceases to amaze me. As I stated before, Nolan Wells' case will go down in Mississippi's history. Drop down in the comments how you feel about this new information regarding the Edmistons and Governor Tate Reeves' relationship in the Nolan Wells case cover up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you're alerted the next time I upload a new video.